Hello, I'm Vincent Cosplay Maker, and this is part 3 of how to make Ichigo Kawasaki Zanpakuto. Now today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be covering this up, and we're going to be, damn it. We're going to be covering this up, and we're going to be doing the actual handle, which is going to be comprised of a red fabric I'm going to put underneath, and black ribbon I'll be putting on top of it. And this is going to be paper, and then paint if you so choose. And then we'll also be covering up the actual handguard. Okay, let's get started. Okay, now what we're going to do for the actual covering of basically all of this is I'm going to be making segments of paper like this, gluing them together, and then we'll cover up the actual sword. Now, as with the actual base, I'm going to be using glue, and I just spread it across and just do this, and then just spread it all out. And I don't have something to spread it, but this will work. Now it's spread it all over, and now you got this all done, and you're gonna need about 4 of these, I think, and I'll give you the number shortly. So I'm gonna be back shortly. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to cover the actual sword. For this, what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half once again, and we're going to put it on like this. So then we basically glue it in and make sure it stays. I'm going to do that now. Now what you're going to do is, because you have all this glue on now and it's going to separate, you're going to be getting clamps like these. They could be bigger, but you're going to get clamps like these, and 2 popsicle sticks, it doesn't really matter what size, and clamp them together so they don't leave a mark. There you have it. Now, for the rest of the length, you're going to be doing this. Alright, let's do this now. Okay, here we have the sword completely covered. What we're going to do is, since when I covered it, it no longer curves. When I covered it, it also goes out longer than it actually needs to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a pair of scissors and cut out for its original shape. Now if you have openings like this right here, just put in a little bit of glue after you're done cutting. Looks like this last part I'm going to have to cut off with a knife. Now for me, I got all these openings. Okay, hold on. I got all kind of openings all along this. All you do is get some glue and seal that up. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. Since, well, I like it to be finished, I guess. I don't know. Next, we're going to be doing the handle. For that, I got this single piece of paper here. You wrap it around like the rest, and I'll go ahead and do that. Now for this, since it's the handle, I have my hot glue gun, and I'm just going to spread some of the hot glue on there. Put it firm against the handguard and make sure it's nice and firm, I guess. And then wrap it back around. And overlap them. And then you can put hot glue on this. Oops. And then for all this excess back here, you just cut it right off. Now I wouldn't suggest sealing it off quite yet unless you're planning on not putting on the chain. Then you could seal it up. Although I'm not too sure what I do for the chain, but for this, what we're going to do is we're going to be sewing on, not like actually sew it onto it, almost sew a sleeve onto it, or if you don't want to buy fabric or anything, for whatever reason, you can always paint it red. And I'm going to do that now. Before we get to the actual handle, like the rest of it, I'm going to be putting on everything for this itself. And now, you should still have extra paper. And what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to cut little pieces of it in order to cover it. So I'll go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to show you an example of one of them. You could either do Elmer's glue or hot glue, I guess whatever you find easier. And you have fun with that, I guess. And then here you have it like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the excess and I'm going to seal it up. And then there you have it. Now, since you're going to be painting this after, I would be careful not to leave too many bumps or anything. And I'm going to do the rest, and then we can get on to the nice handle decoration, I guess. Whatever you call it. Okay, now I'm finished with that. So all I have to do now is the handle and the actual painting. I'll do that now. Okay, now I have my piece of fabric. I measured it out so it actually can wrap around the perfect length, and I'll just cut off the excess for length. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, for those of you who don't know how to, you need a little thing like this. Now mine's empty because I have new thread for it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to actually thread it onto there. If I can figure out how this thing works. Oh, I figured it out. Now you have to make sure it's on there good, so it's just not all over the place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it through one of the small holes and tie it into it. This is taking forever. Okay, got it. Now I just tie it in and make sure it doesn't get undone. Oops. Okay, I got it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it turn on. And I put a decent amount of thread on it. That should be enough. And then I'm going to get my scissors, or you can just snap it, but I'd rather get scissors. And that's what you got. Okay, let's do the actual sewing. Now for this, what I'm going to do is I have a drawer full of bobby pins. I'm going to bobby I'm going to fold this in half and bobby pin it into place. Now you can't see it, but I'll show you it after. My camera's not in the best place. And there you got it. Do that for the rest of the way, or you can just put a few here and there, and then you can start sewing. Now put it sideways so it doesn't actually get caught up into it and ruin the machine. Okay. Make sure if you have if you have sleeves like me, or keep fingers away, make sure you keep them back while you're sewing. When you start out doing this, make sure you go back a few times. Dang it. What did my mom do to this? Fail. It looks like it's jammed. Dang it. What happened? Hug. I got it done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try having it without any wrinkles, and I'm going to put hot glue at the end to keep it in place. And then I have all this excess here. I'm just going to cut it off. And there you have it. Now what I'm going to be doing is, for this, it's supposed to have some kind of lacing. I'm not sure what it's actually made out of. Probably leather. But I'm going to be having it out of ribbon. And you can have it out of shoelaces as well, I guess. But I have this right here. So to start it off, I'm going to get a long strand of it, hot glue it on, and attach it. Ow. Now once it dries, once it dries, you're gonna twist it so it actually does a little neat little design it does inside the series. And I would suggest putting hot glue on for every time you twist. It doesn't have to be very much though, but this will help keep together the handle the best. All you do is a little twist and you got that. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, now I also did the painting after I did the handle, and I'm thinking it looks pretty good. Now here's what the handle looks like. It got bent out a little bit, but for the actual chain, what you can do is right here you can attach a chain, like hot glue it in or something, seal this up, and then your sword's finished. And I guess that's all. Now my next project is gonna be crap, what was it called? Whatever that black sword is inside of One Piece, the one that Hawkeye Mihawk carries, that gigantic cross-looking sword. I'll be making that. Anyway, goodbye, and please subscribe, I guess, or something. I don't know. I don't care.